You're looking at a live picture of the White House where the deal to end the shutdown was signed by the president just hours ago. But the aftershocks of this historically long shutdown are continuing. Hello and welcome. You're watching Temple Update. I'm Kevin Gruen.
And I'm Sydney Humes. Major developments in both Washington and Harrisburg. After 4 months, Pennsylvania finally has a budget.
More on that in a moment. But first, in Washington, the deal that ended the longest government shutdown.
Late last night, President Donald Trump signed the deal that ends the 43-day shutdown after the House passed the bill 222209. It ends the government budget funding services that have been missing for weeks, impacting things like Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, known as SNAP.
One of the major effects of the shutdown that has impacted people nationwide are the delays and cancellations at airports.
Even though the shutdown is coming to an end, there is no guarantee that the chaos at these airports will be over soon.
Temple Update's Lauren Haley Morris is live at the Philadelphia International Airport and spoke to travelers about the challenges that they've been facing. Lauren.
Kevin and Sydney, good morning. I'm going to step to the side here. You can see right behind me, it may not look like much now. People are starting to come in. But earlier this week, it was chaos here at the airport as travelers deal with cancellations and delays. Now, as of this morning, there's been 39 cancellations, but there's over 10,000 worldwide just since last week. I spoke with travelers who were disturbed by those cancellations and disruptions.
Vote on extending these subsidies mid-December. Now joining us over Zoom, we have Dr. Priscilla Mulicherry, Faculty Fellow at Temple Center for Public Health Research. Now getting into this, what are the immediate effects we will see if the Affordable Care Act subsidies expire on January 1st? Professor?
Sure. Yeah, so if the enhanced subsidies expire, the main impact will be a significant increase in the cost of health insurance for people who have an ACA plan. So, for example, a single person who makes about $550,000 a year would have to, and now pays about $250 a month in insurance premium, will see that number double, right? The cost of their premium is going to go up to about $500 a month. And more than 20 million Americans that currently have an ACA insurance plan will be affected by this change.
Now, if you aren't on the ACA, how will you still be affected? Because it's overarching.
Yes. So in addition to Americans who have an ACA plan, there are potential for impacts for the population as a whole, because when people can no longer afford health insurance, they might turn to hospital emergency departments to seek health care. And this is the most expensive way to provide health care. So with this increased utilization of emergency care, we are likely to see the cost of healthcare go up to everyone. And that's because hospitals are likely to pass on the increased costs to other consumers.
Yes, thank you, Professor Malarkey, for joining us today. Now, there hasn't been an exact date set for the vote to extend the Affordable Care Act, but we'll have more on that later. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Camille Rosansky. Kevin and Sydney, back to you.
Thanks, Camille.
You're looking at a live look on campus. It looks a little bare right now, but you see people there with their sweaters and jackets getting ready for the fall break.
Temple students are feeling the chill in the air. We saw someone with their jacket on, and that's a reminder that Thanksgiving is almost here. While some have already left the nest, others will be flying home in the next couple of days. Hello and welcome. You're watching Temple Update. I'm Christian Lee.
And I'm Lauren Haley Morris, and the Temple community is eagerly awaiting its time off.
Some are headed home for the holiday and some are staying here. Camille Rosansky is live on Broad Street to tell us what students can expect the temperatures to be as they leave campus.
But first, Temple Update's Aiden Cairns is at the Founders Garden to talk about what students have in store for the break. Hey, Aiden.
Good morning, Lauren and Christian. That is right. So this is actually our first set of days off since our Wellness Day back in October, and I spoke with students.
Is expecting 10 rail cars from Maryland to be delivered this week. This is a part of their solution to train delays and cancellations because of mandatory rail car inspections. SEPTA completed all 223 Silverliner 4 rail car inspections last week, but only 76 have been brought back into service. SEPTA says they are working closely with Maryland's MARC and Amtrak.
And with the government reopened, the Philadelphia International Airport is restoring security checkpoints at Terminal A and F today and Friday. The FAA has also lifted restrictions for air travel on commercial flights earlier this week. This comes after the 43-day shutdown made the FAA cancel or delay up to 6% of flights due to short staffing or air traffic controllers. Airline leaders are hoping the delays will rebound in time for the Thanksgiving travel period.
The Philadelphia Sheriff's Office has made it clear they are not involved with the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, better known as ICE. The office says there has been ICE activity outside of the Philadelphia courthouses, but they are not affiliated, nor do they share information with those agents.
Our deputies do not assist ICE, share information, or participate in immigration enforcement. Our responsibility is to maintain safety and security inside the courthouse for everyone.
And in Chicago, a U.S. appeals court decision has temporarily blocked an order that restricts use of force methods by agents. The three-judge panel said a lower court judge overstepped earlier this month when she imposed strict and wide-reaching restraints on how agents can interact with protesters and journalists. The November 6 order prohibited several methods of force, like pulling or shoving. It also required federal agents to give warnings before deploying riot control items like tear gas.